What's up, everyone? This is FP Sticks bringing you some more Go Battle League videos here in the Master League. So I think there is a lot of validity to running the same line of three and really learning its strengths and weaknesses. So that's essentially what I've been doing here in the Master League. I've been sticking with this line of three of Melmetal, Dialga, and Togekiss for a while now and kind of learning the ins and outs of this team. And I've been having a lot of success with it. I'm currently at 3,140 rating, which is the highest I've ever been, like by far. So it'll be interesting to see where I will be on the leaderboards once that thing updates today. But I thought I would just bring you guys some battles of me running this line. I have some pretty tough battles in this first set of 5, but in the second set of 5 I have a nice clean 5-0 sweep so we can see how I play out some of these things. But essentially, this whole strategy is built around me protecting my Togekiss. And it's very heavily reliant on my opponent running the very standard line of 3 of Melmetal, Dialga, and Giratina. Excuse the background noise, that dishwasher is going. We got to get those clean dishes going. So here I have my Melmetal on the Dialga and it gets wrecked by the Thunder, but that is totally okay. I have my Togekiss in the back here. I need to charm down this Dialga. The Iron Head is going to hit for a lot of damage, so I shield that up. Out comes the Giratina. This is probably going to be a Shadow Ball, which does about 50% of Togekiss's health. And they're most likely going to be able to get to another charge move here before I can charm them down. So they're able to take this game. This strategy doesn't work every single time, and I definitely misplay it sometimes. But let's just see how some of these battles go here. So, unbelievably favorable lead for me. No matter what, I need to maintain this. And so they're most likely going to switch out. They bring out Dialga. A lot of people have been doing this, bringing out a Dialga onto my Melmetal. So I like to play this out. I like to just double superpower, because at least one of these is going to connect. And then most likely bring in my own Dialga to mirror. Okay, so I play this differently now. At least like, because these battles were from like 2 days ago. Normally what I would have done is brought out my own Dialga to mirror. But this is okay. I'm able to absorb that Iron Head there and then charm down the Dialga, throw in an Ancient Power on their own Togekiss. It does connect, but Ancient Power does so little damage now that it got nerfed so heavily. But I'm still able to maintain this Melmetal on Togekiss matchup, which is very favorable. So I'm surprised that they're staying in here. I'm just going to throw the Rock Slide. That would have been enough to take out the Togekiss. I still have 2 shields, so I have a very significant shield advantage right here. They bait me with Ancient Power. Good play there. I'm curious as to what is in the back. They switch into their own Giratina, and this is pretty much a good game here. So no matter what, if I would have brought in my Dialga against their Dialga, I still would have been fine because I would have had my Togekiss in the back, and I had a shield advantage. So this is going to be a pretty confident win here. I do like running Draco Meteor on my Dialga because there's so many times, especially if I'm in a Melmetal mirror match in the beginning, where both of us will commit both of our shields. And in the 0 shield scenario, Draco Meteor is absolutely insane. It just nukes like everything. So if I were to utilize my Dialga as like a safe switch and kind of run this as a different strategy, I would definitely consider Thunder. Just because you have a slightly more solid matchup against those steel types and you don't debuff yourself with that Draco Meteor. But okay, here's a Melmetal mirror match right here. I really don't have a standardized system of how to play this out. In theory, you don't want to be like the first one to be throwing these charge moves because you debuff yourself every time you go for the superpower. So you see me going for a Rock Slide. They don't take the bait. I was trying to click on the superpower, but we CMP tie. So I will shield this up. They bait me with Rock Slide successfully. Going for the superpower now. They're probably going to shield this up. They let it go through, which is very interesting, but it doesn't really matter because my attack or my defense is now lower than theirs. But they go for another Rock Slide bait, which is very interesting. So I'm going for another superpower here. Most likely going to get a shield here. Okay. But again, my Melmetal's defense has dropped a lot, and they have yet to throw a superpower. Now they throw a superpower and absolutely take out my Melmetal. But as long as I can get rid of this Melmetal and my Togekiss avoids it, this is totally fine. I'm okay eating a superpower here, because I'm going to assume that they have Dialga or Giratina or both in the back. If they're running double steel, this strategy is very challenging to make work. Out comes their own Dialga. Yep. Going straight for the Draco here because I'm only going to have enough health to get off one charge move. If this connects, it's going to one-shot their Dialga. Another reason why I like Draco Meteor. Now I'm going to bring out my own Togekiss. I really don't want to have to eat 2 Iron Heads here. That would not be good. I am assuming that they have a Giratina in the back, which is why they're staying in here. Now they switch. Oh, man. Okay, Snorlax is one of those things that definitely gives this line of 3 problems. Same with Kyogre, just because of the massive bulk and the amount of damage that Kyogre can do with the Waterfall and Surf damage. Shields are down, so I am going for Flamethrower here because it does definitely does more damage than Ancient Power. But the lick damage and the body slam damage really adds up here. I'm going to barely be able to... No, I wasn't going to be able to charm that thing down. And then their own Dialga comes out. This is so crazy close. I was 1 charm away from getting to the Ancient Power, but I lose that match. Very close battle there. Snorlax does give this line some troubles. Alright, Melmetal mirror match again. Shout out to the snowy background, man. It's been snowing in Colorado the last couple days here. So I'm going to go for the Rock Slide bait again in the beginning here and see how they want to play this out. They don't shield again, man. So many people are calling my bluffs here. So I'm not going to shield. They go for the superpower. It does do a lot of damage. But now, okay, oh man, that was horrible lag right there. Did you see that? It like didn't even give me the chance to click a shield, and then the superpower just came through. So this is absolutely horrible. I don't think there's any way that I come back with a win on this match here. This set of 5, I was definitely running into some very frustrating lag. I think I still pull out 2 wins in this set though, but again, I just want to get rid of this Melmetal. So I really wish they would have stayed in there, because now this is actually really bad. The fact that they have that Melmetal still, it's fairly healthy, it has a decent amount of energy, and all of its debuffs have been cleared. My strategy is really not going to be able to work out here. I saved both of my shields for... I saved all my shields for the Togekiss right here. But, man, this Dialga is able to get to 2 Iron Heads as well. I know I'm going to have to eat some Rock Slides from the Melmetal, so this is just really rough. And they still have a shield. There's no way I'm coming out of this. Out comes the Melmetal. Should have just possibly went for the double Ancient Power here, because I knew this was going to get shielded. This Rock Slide is going to do so much damage. So if I definitely... possibly could have double Ancient Powered there to take that thing out. But again, it wouldn't have mattered. They have a full health Pokemon in the back. Super rough. And that lag in the opening matchup totally screwed me. There was no way I was coming back from that. Good game there. Going up against Okara 987. Okay. Very favorable lead for me. Let's see what they want to switch in. So every time I'm in this scenario, I build up to 2 back-to-back superpowers. Oh, this is the person that made an amazing switch into Mewtwo. Really nice swap. I bring in my own Dialga. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people run Psy Strike and Focus Blast on their Mewtwo. And the way that everyone plays this out is they bait with Psy Strike, and then the Focus Blast comes through. And I think this person actually blasted me here. Oh, no, they let it go down. Thank goodness. So I did commit a shield because I was worried about that. So now, Rhyperior is another very solid response to my team. It does very well against Melmetal and Dialga, but this Iron Head is going to hit for super effective. I do get a shield out of them, which is very nice. Not able to get to a second Iron Head, and this Rhyperior is crazy loaded. Crazy loaded on energy, but I still have a superpower loaded on my Melmetal. Going straight superpower here. This is either going to get the last shield or he's going to let his Rhyperior go. Yep, I get the last shield. Really good for me. Not able to get to another superpower here. But this is only... Okay, they're also rocking superpower. So now I bring out my Togekiss. Dialga in the back. Because I saved my shield for this Togekiss, man, it's still going to be very close. They're definitely going to get to another Iron Head. It's not going to be enough to take me out, but it's going to do so much damage. The Dragon Breath damage is really adding up. Barely able to charm this thing down. I have to go for the Flamethrower on the Rhyperior. Is this enough to take out the Rhyperior? Boom! I barely win that with like a sliver of HP left. Okay, I think we are in my 5-0 set now. So very favorable lead again. Some people switch out right away in this, but a lot of people have been finding actually like to play this matchup out a little bit. They like to stay in there with Dialga because they know once I drop my defense with these superpowers that they can start to chip away at me with either Thunder or Draco Meteor. So I'm going to let this go through. They're trying to bait me with Iron Head. That's not enough to take me out. I should have 2 back-to-back superpowers stored up again. So I get both shields. And I'm able to get to another superpower here. This is only going to do like 40% damage. So I switch in my own Dialga to Mirror right here. This baits out their Melmetal, which is the entire point of this strategy. Get the Melmetal out of there. But when people see a Dialga switched in, logically they think, okay, Melmetal is the best response to this. Because it is, especially when it's switch locked. But when their Melmetal is out of the picture, my Togekiss can have a party, especially when I save some shields for it. So I let them throw the superpower first, and then I nuked it with Draco Meteor. I'm still up a shield. They bring out their own Dialga to farm me down. Totally fine by me. I'm going to safely assume that they have a Giratina in the back or something that Togekiss can handle. I wanted the Dialga to dump its energy into my Melmetal. That was the whole reason I brought it in there. Iron Head doesn't even take me out. It's a Garchomp in the back. This is even more favorable for me. Togekiss heavily resists all of Garchomp's moves. I charm that thing down. Dialga comes out. I charm it down. Good game. Going up against Da Jr. here. Amazing lead. Also, it's a shiny Togekiss, so that's pretty cool. And here's another person that brings out Dialga into my Melmetal, which is very interesting. So again, I'm going to go for double superpower. Holy cow, they let that first one go through, which is very surprising. Now I get a shield, and now I can bring out my own Dialga to mirror. They're only going to have enough health to get off one charge move, so if it is a Draco Meteor like it is right there, I will commit a shield. I know that they still have Togekiss, and out comes the Togekiss, but because I was able to farm up some energy off of that Dialga, definitely going to be able to get off hopefully 2 Iron Heads here. It's going to be very close, and actually my Dragon Breath damage is keeping up. I could have got that second Iron Head off, but I would actually prefer that this Togekiss just dumps its energy on my Dialga. They get the boost, which is a little scary, but I'm going to bring out my Melmetal to farm this thing down. Okay, I'm able to get some energy there. Really good for me. In the back is Kyogre. Kyogre is one of those things that gives my team some problems, so I need to chip away at this thing with my Melmetal before I bring out my Togekiss. So I threw the superpower and then got out of there, but I know that I still have a little bit of stored up energy on my Melmetal in the back. However, Kyogre is going to win the CMP tie against Melmetal, so I do need to be aware of that. But their Kyogre is, they're opting to dump their energy into my Togekiss right now, which is exactly what I want. I'm going to be able to get off this Ancient Power. If I can get the boost, that's amazing. But it does a little bit of damage, and then we simultaneously faint, and I'm able to take that game. Good game. Going up against Andy Champra, something like that. Melmetal mirror match. In a Melmetal mirror match, no one's a winner. Everyone's a loser. Because if you're the last man standing, you're sitting there with a worthless piece of junk Melmetal that's been debuffed like 3 or 4 times. So these mirror matches are always very interesting to play out. And I don't have a very clean system on how I like to play it every single time. Sometimes you've seen me bait with the rock slide. Sometimes I just go straight superpower. I let their superpower go through, which does so much damage, as we know. So I will shield this up because I really want to get to a superpower here, but they swap into Garchomp. And I was very, very scared about getting mud-shotted down, so I threw the charge move, which was a total waste of energy. But their Garchomp is now switch-locked on my Togekiss. If the Garchomp is running Sand Tomb, that's definitely what you want to do right here. But they go Outrage. They could like double Sand Tomb me and drop my defense a lot for the next matchup, but they were probably running Earthquake and Outrage. I'm expecting that pesky Melmetal to come out again. I'm going for the Ancient Power here. I need to get rid of this thing. Give me the boost. Oh, yeah, I get the boost. And now I'm just going to safely assume that whatever they have in the back, Togekiss is going to do really well against. Let's hope it's a Dialga or a Giratina. It's a Snorlax again. Yikes. Snorlax still gives me problems. So I'm going to try to get a double boost happening here. Let's see. Let's see if we can get it. Nope, I get the shield though, and these charms are chunking away. No joke. That Snorlax cannot commit to the farm down with the lick damage there, especially on a boosted Togekiss. They go for Skull Bash. Holy cow. Skull Bash. So they boosted their defense, but Dialga doesn't care. It's just going to come out and Dragon Breath this thing down. I'm able to take that game right there. Good game. Going up against Gerardo here. Bad lead for me. The way that I've been playing this out is I build up to a Rock Slide, then I dip into my Dialga here. This is most likely going to draw out the Melmetal. Some people opt to throw their Shadow Ball into my Dialga, which I'm even more okay with. I don't like when their Giratina has that loaded energy. Okay, they choose to mirror with their Dialga. I'm not going to be able to get to this Draco Meteor, but I do want to threaten like I'm getting there. So I get the shield, really good for me. I'm already up a shield advantage, which is exactly what I like to see. We already know that they have Giratina in the back. But whatever that third Pokemon is, it's very scary. So I actually opt to bring out Togekiss here, which is debatable. I think nowadays I probably would have just brought out the Melmetal again. But I'm very worried that they have a Steel type in the back, like Metagross or Melmetal. Let's see what they're running. I doubt that they bring out Giratina into this. So they have their own Togekiss. I'm going to stay in here, get off an Ancient Power, try to threaten some shields here, but I do need to preserve my Togekiss for that Giratina matchup. Because I have a Rock Slide stored, I'm able to instantly throw this and pressure that last shield. They are now completely out of shields. Shadow Ball is only going to do 50% damage to Melmetal, so I'm still chipping away with these Rock Slides. They're most likely, okay, this is probably going to be the Shadow Ball, but I'm not going to shield this. I need to save, okay, they're trying to bait me. I need to save my, did they get the boost there? It looked like they got the boost. I think they got the boost there. It's hard to see when it's snowing like crazy in the game. No, they definitely did not, because that Rock Slide did full damage there. So they're dumping their energy into my Melmetal. I'm saving my shield for my Togekiss. Out comes Togekiss. One charm goes down on the Giratina. I am ahead on health on their Togekiss. And I saved my shield for this exact reason. I knew that they were going to get to an Ancient Power. I'm able to shield this up, get off my own Ancient Power, then take this match. So this strategy works, but I know once people start seeing these videos, they're going to know how I play this. So I might have to change it up a little bit. But I've been really liking it. Togekiss is one of those Pokemon that can just power through a team just with fast moves if you save those shields for it. They bring out Mewtwo on my Melmetal. I know that they still have Dialga in the back, so I'm just going to kind of throw some Rock Slides here and see how they want to play this. I'm assuming that this is a bait. Even if it's a Focus Blast, I'm like, I dare you to Focus Blast me, man. Nope, it's a Psy Strike bait. So I'm going to throw another Rock Slide. This still does a decent amount of damage to Mewtwo. It's no joke. Again, I'm like, I dare you to Focus Blast me. But it's only a Psy Strike again. I'm still alive. So now I'm going to switch in my Dialga. And they tried to double Psy Strike me, but my Dialga is able to catch this Psy Strike, which is so good for me. Still does a decent amount of damage. They bring in their own Dialga here. I'm looking at my health. I'm worried that I'm not going to be able to get to a Draco Meteor, so I'm just going for the Iron Head to chip away here. I still have my Melmetal, which is a great response to Dialga. I also have Togekiss, which is a decent response to Mewtwo, as well as this Dialga. This is perfect. My Melmetal comes in, they dump their energy, Togekiss is going to sweep. Here's the Togekiss sweep, everyone. I got 2 shields and only 1 Pokemon. It does not matter. They're probably going to bring out Mewtwo to try to Psy-Strike one of my shields off here. Out comes Mewtwo. Mewtwo gets to the Psy-Strikes very quickly, so I will commit a shield here. I'm betting that there is a Giratina in the back. There it is. Textbook at how this strategy goes sometimes when that team comp is ideal. So I'm going to be able to take this, charm this thing down. I still have a shield, so I will shield this up. They're only baiting me with Ominous Wind, but it doesn't really matter. I know that Mewtwo's not going to be able to get off another charge move, and I'm going to be able to charm this thing down. Let me know what you guys think of this strategy. I've been really enjoying running this line of 3. If you liked the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to support the channel, head on over to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description. Good luck out there in the Master League. Try to find a team that works for you, and I will see you in the next video.